somebody, it's more important to judge them on who they are on the inside than who they are on the outside. So that's what my show's about. But now I have a question. Does anybody in here like princesses? Some of the guys in here like knights with swords.
Perhaps it's time for you to get married.
I guess I've done everything else a princess should do. You must be right.
Every eligible young knight wants your hand in marriage, my dear. But I'm afraid some only want your money, and others only want you because you have a beautiful face. Only a knight willing to protect you is worthy of your hand.
You're right, Father. But how will we find somebody who is noble and caring?
We will have a competition this side, Christabel.
What a good idea! We can test them in all kinds of ways to find out who is the best. Let us send out a proclamation to all the knights in the land. I know God will send us the right knight.
Right you are.
And so, the king began to prepare for a contest in which any knight who wanted to could enter and compete. The winner could marry the princess. As preparations were being made, two knights thought they noticed that the king was getting ready for something interesting. But, not being very good knights, they decided to spy on the king and find out what was going on.
I think that some odd preparations are being made at the castle.
What do you think that they are doing?
I don't know. Maybe they are building a swimming pool.
I don't think so. Looks more to me like they are prepared for battle. Maybe someone has invaded the country. Let's go fight them.
Now, I don't think so. Let's see if we can get a closer look at whatever's going on.
Fine, but only if I can bring my special sword-proof shoe.
Fine, but come on.
The king was getting ready for the knights who were to compete to marry his daughter. But these knights did not know that yet.
We should start the contest here. We'll have to explain what the challenges are to the contestants.
Contestants? That doesn't make sense.
We can have a sword fight over here.
Oh no, they're coming this way. We better leave. I don't want to get caught spying at the king's castle.
I feel it's time to set out the proclamation. Is it ready?
Yes, I think so. Here you go. Tell all the knights they can find to come.
By declaration of the king, all knights wishing to compete for the Princess Christabel's hand in marriage are invited to a competition to determine your courage, your strength, your loyalty, and your valor. You will be tested in many different ways, and the man whom His Royal Highness the King deems worthy shall be allowed to marry the princess.
Princess, that makes sense.
Well, even though it sounds sort of boring, I think I would like to participate.
I hear the princess has lots of money. That would be an awesome way to get rich, fast, and easy. Boy, I can't wait to marry her. Look out, so Soon Sir Humphrey will be the richest man around.
What? You marry her? Obviously he is mistaken. I'm fairly certain with my good looks and superior knight skills that she would fall in love with me right away. Besides, my name is Sir Leonardo. And I'm so handsome that I'll be marrying the princess before you even pass the first challenge.
You're wrong, Leonardo. I'll buy a huge palace and have lots of servants.
And you'll never be as cool as me. Stronger, handsomer, and awesomer than you.
But not all the knights felt that passing the king's test would be quite so easy. One good knight, Sir Oswald, wanted to make sure that this is what God wanted him to do.
Do you guys want to pray with me? Everyone join hands. Dear Jesus, if you want me to marry the princess, please help me to do what is right and to follow you. Amen. Well, I'm going to go try to marry the princess. I'm going to do my best. Why, hello there. I'm Sir Oswald. I'm Sir Humphrey. Well, nice to meet you.
And I'm Sir Leonardo.
Well, nice to meet you as well. Are you going to enter in the king's competition as well? I hear the princess is very kind. I don't really care about that. All I want is gold and riches.
Yeah, who really cares about her anyway? All I care about are my muscles.
I want to marry her because I hear she is even more beautiful on the inside than the outside. I'm impressed with her courage to compete in these contests. Well, I trust in God to give me courage so I can win. I know that with God on my side, I will be able to do it.
You must be crazy.
Well, I'm going to go get ready for the competition. See you guys later.
Oh, the king began to prepare for the contest. Early the next day, the knights assembled.
Come out, knights.
What a lot of nice-looking knights. Do you think any of them will make good husbands?
Well, that's the reason for this competition.
Hello there. How nice of you all to want to marry me.
How's it going? I have a question. When I win, how much money do I get?
Well, I'm not really...
Well, hey, Christabel, do you think I'm way more handsome than these other lame knights?
Really...
I asked the question first. She should answer me.
Really...
Well, I just wanted to say that I'm the best looking knight.
Hey, why don't we go get ready for the competition? We probably should sharpen our swords, and that way we won't bother Princess Christabel. Sorry for causing you so much trouble, Princess. Bye.
It's time for the first competitions. The king had thought long and hard about the best way to test the knights, and had a rigorous competition prepared for them.
First, we will test your sword fighting skills.
You all might want to watch out. This is a sword-proof shield.
Well, I know I'm not the best sword fighter, but I'm going to do the best job I can, because I have courage. Where's that Christian?
Well, they all seem very brave.
Stop!
What?
That's the end of the first contest.
Yeah!
I wonder when they are going to serve me lunch. Well, since I really don't care about this essay, whatever.
Yeah. Why do I have to write an essay? This is lame, don't you guys think?
Yeah.
No! I don't think that loyalty and compassion are very interesting. So I'll just write about the time I slayed a dragon with my bare hands.
Mere hands.
Jesus! I know that with you on my side, no one will be able to stand against me. Amen. Here goes.
And time's up. Who's passing your papers?
But even after these contests, the king and the princess were not yet convinced who the best man was. They had to choose the right person. So they decided to test their manners.
How do you do, Sir Humphrey?
How's it going? Hi, princess. Have I won the competition yet?
Next.
Well, did I win?
How's it going, Sir Leonardo?
Hello there. Build up my muscles.
Next.
Check this out. Check this out.
How do you do, Sir Oswald?
Well, good day, Princess Christabel. I hope you are having a nice time watching these contests.
Good job. That is the end of the first contest. Come back tomorrow to hear my decision.
Good night. I hope you both have a nice evening. God bless you.
End of the first day's competitions. All of the knights went home confident that they were going to win. But the king and the princess were not yet convinced who the best man was. They would not make a decision until they were sure who the right man was.
Father, who do you think we should choose? I think we need some help from our friends. Who do you guys think we should choose?
Leonardo!
Choice. But just to be sure, we have one final test tomorrow.
What will the test be?
It'll be a surprise for everyone.
That sounds like a good idea.
That night, the king prayed for guidance in choosing the right knight for his princess. Early the next morning, the king woke up and called all the knights together for their final challenge. Everyone was very curious to discover what the king had prepared. Would the knights have to conquer an enemy, or perhaps slay a fiery dragon?
Hear ye, hear ye. Today is the final challenge, after which I will decide who has won the princess's hand in marriage.
Just wait, it's gonna be me.
The knights were all surprised when the king then brought the knights to a treacherous cliff. It was high and dangerous, and all the townspeople were afraid to get close to that edge.
I know it's really dangerous, but I know I'm really brave. That cliff probably looks scary to you guys.
Since I'm braver than you guys, I don't mind being close to this edge.
Well, I know it's dangerous here, and I hope no one gets hurt. I know that God will protect us if we trust in Him.
At last, the king revealed what the final challenge was.
Today's final challenge is for horsemanship. I want you to ride on this horse and pretend that the princess is riding on it with you. I want you to race straight, right towards the edge of the drop. Whoever is able to get the closest to the edge of the cliff will win the princess's hand in marriage.
Sir Humphrey smiled at the crowd and imagined how rich he was going to be if only he could get his horse closest to the edge of that cliff. Sir Leonardo adjusted his armor And although his heart was pounding inside him, he refused to let anyone see his fear. But Sir Oswald was calm. He was remembering the words that his father had told him.
I can do everything through God who gives me strength. I can do everything through God who gives me strength.
The crowd who had gathered to watch grew silent as Sir Humphrey began to speak.
I could get the princess within a foot of that edge.
All right then. Away you go.
After the first night's performance, everyone in the crowd expected that this night would easily win. But Sir Leonardo confidently spoke to the king.
I can take the princess within 6 inches of that edge without going over.
Right then. Away you go.
The knight mounted his steed and bounded faster, faster along till suddenly he came to a grinding halt. Exactly 6 inches from the edge of the cliff. It seemed impossible.
We still have one last contestant. How close can you take the princess to the edge?
Your Majesty, I'm sorry, but I cannot do this task. You see, I love Princess Christabel. I care more about the princess than anyone else in this world, and she is precious to me. I would never take her anywhere near the edge of this dangerous cliff.
You're just scared.
Yeah, you'll never win with an answer like that.
No!
You two are wrong. That is the right answer. Only a knight willing to protect his princess is worthy of her hand. Congratulations! You won the
Would you be pleased to be my wife?
I would be delighted.
I wonder what other rich princesses live around here.
I'm sure my muscles are bigger than his.
And so, Princess Christabel and Sir Oswald got married. Sir Oswald never stopped loving Christabel for her kind and good heart, which was the most beautiful thing about her. And they lived happily ever after. The end.
Thank you so much. Oh!